action.
Hey everyone. So today I am going to work on Lauren, who is our model. She has a neck issue, and this is her first time ever Rolfing session. She's had body work and other things before, but we're going to see if we can't resolve her problem here, or at least get it headed the right direction. So this is in real time, and we're going to figure it out, mark her up a little bit, and see if we can't get her some relief. So with that, what we're going to do is just walk her. So Lauren, you just walk down and back a little bit, and just get a general idea of how she moves. And yeah, she moves overall pretty good. She moves like somebody that works out a lot. But I see some things immediately.
Oh.
And
Wow.
yeah, keep going. And then if you want to, when you come back, just take a second and, she said she hasn't done anything extraordinary. She was sick for a while. She started sitting at a desk more. Then when she went back to working out, her neck got all cranky. So she hasn't changed, like doing different kinds of squats or anything like that. So we're just looking at it. So tell us what makes it worse. Is there any way you get relief?
Really, I've been like laying on a heating pad, like all night. I leave it on all night. It just sort of happened out of nowhere. Like you said, I've started working at a desk more often, and just started working out again after being sick, maybe a couple weeks into it. And I was sitting on my couch one night after I got home, and I was like, my neck hurts and my head hurts, and it just kind of wouldn't go away. So in the morning times, it's like when I sit up, I have to almost like roll out of bed because I can't like turn it. I can't really even use my arms to like push myself up to sit up because it's just so stiff and tight. And I've had all kinds of little ailments just from being active and a fitness person. But this is pretty intense as far as the lower neck, and it's also like kind of up in the actual like, I don't know, head, neck area. I don't know all the terms like Bill does, but it's enough for me to be like he said, I've never been here or anything, so I'm just really excited to get you to take a look at me. And I'm sure that I know I've got all kinds of other imbalances going on because I can feel certain things will activate, certain things won't on opposing sides, like left lat and right glute, but neither one of those activate as much, so I'm like, that's good, yeah. So I haven't really gotten a lot of body work done lately.
So what we're going to do is we're going to walk her again, and we're going to just take a quick overall survey like we would in any type of session. But we know we're looking at a specific thing. And I'm not going to worry about this from a 10 series perspective at all. We're just going to try to solve some of this problem. So if you'll go one more, just start walking again back and forth. And the first thing right off the bat that I see is her pelvis isn't wanting to play real well.
No, it's the psoas, is that what it's called?
Well,
I'm sure that's the thing.
But then what happens is she works considerably harder up here to try to make that happen, or she can't work up there. So she's
stop
got
walking if you want.
Yeah, well, we're going to stop here.
Okay.
So when you get back up here, so just come right here and hang out. So if we look at her from the front, you can see she's pulled down a little bit on this side. She's got more gap here, more space. And if I put my hands on her, she's working real hard in this left thoracics in the back, pulling her down like this. And then if I bring her out of that, she wants to side bend on the left too, but she wants to counter rotate rather than side bend on the left and rotate right. She has a tendency to want to side bend and rotate this way, which is a type 2, but she's doing most of it right here in her hip. Oh, she's putting things together now.
Yes. Well, I think I pose on that side, so I'm like, what if it's that? It's probably from so much of that.
And when I feel over, let's turn you around here a little bit. So remember, we're just looking at, one more quarter. Let's put it back. There you go. We're going to put this here. You can see this is more posterior than this. So she's pushed forward here and back here. But up here, this is all bunchy. And you can see how she's working hard to try to get this to work. She's actually getting most of her neck movement in here, in her rib cage. And if I put my hands here, she's driving herself real far forward. You all right?
Yeah.
Is it? And so see, then that puts her into what? Into that, wow, she's got a left side, right side bend and a right rotation down here too. Girl, okay, I see why your neck hurts. And if I do this to her, I feel her. Does that ease your neck off a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah. So
actually.
it's interesting here. We'll get it figured out. So if I take her this way, see, she doesn't even want to turn that way. She's doing that right here.
Oh, that's
She's
weird.
turning her whole body with her right neck. You feel that?
Yeah. That's so weird. I mean, I don't know. I'm just sitting here just kind of being like a lump of clay trying to let you move me.
No, let's turn you back and face you toward the one more quarter. There
Okay.
you go. And you know, obviously, man, she's got big, nice, you know, built up quads and stuff and things like this. We're not going to worry about that too much because, you know, and she's working hard down here. She keeps moving her legs around, and I see that a lot when people have neck issues and they have pelvis issues. Not that you have an issue with your pelvis, but it's added to her neck problem. They'll stand there and they'll move their legs around a lot because they can't really get their weight. See, there's where her weight kind of rests. You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
It feels weirdly good, doesn't it?
Kinda, yeah. Actually. Yeah, leave me like that.
And then she works real hard up here, and then she does something here. I'm not sure, but her rib cage is doing this. It's coming this way. Way over here, and that's where the other side bend comes in. She drives those ribs down. You can see she gets real short from here to here. This is short.
Wow.
And then she comes back. Oh, you feel that? How you do that in your low back? You try to correct that, and you push your pelvis forward.
I don't even know I'm doing any of these things, so it's great for you to point it out.
Most of us don't. That's just what the body does. It gets around things. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put her on the table, and we're just going to start ciphering here.
He's like, this is a lot more than I thought.
No, this is I fully expected.
Okay. I knew it wasn't good, but...
well, this isn't that big of a deal. Let's lie you on your back. Really?
On the back?
I've seen way worse, yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm just going to lie you down here, and we'll see what's happening. But this is almost always... Unless somebody, that's why I was wondering if you had an acute injury.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because if you had a car wreck, okay, I know it's most likely going to be more localized sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But in your case, you know, well, I know you were, oh yeah. So the first thing when I feel her pelvis, I'm going to feel your legs first. So the legs themselves aren't too... Like, this is what I do for anybody when they come. Like, she's got good range of motion here. I mean, in general, not good. But when we get here, you can see just in her clothing how this side's really pulled up and this side's really pulled down. Feel that?
Yes.
That puts relief in your neck.
Yeah.
I can feel that.
It actually does.
And then when I go like this, that jams your neck.
Yeah. That's so weird.
Do you feel how you turned your head when I did it?
Yeah.
When I did this, you were straight. When I did this, you turned your head to the right.
Wow. That's crazy.
So this does not want to go anywhere. It does go somewhere, but it kind of jams up in the back of the ribs. The question being, where are we going to start, right? So...
I'll move this little guy out of the way.
Yeah, just floating.
Okay.
Yeah, there it works.
Okay.
So a lot of times with this kind of thing, and I can feel what I would expect. She's got, so isn't too bad. It's more of her quad right here.
Oh, good.
Her tensor is short. If I put her into that pattern, now see her normal underlying pattern is she's left side bent and right rotated. Feel that?
Mm-hmm.
That makes your neck relief. But she's got this overlay where she's doing that pretty hard. She's going the opposite. She's worked this right here where it's really strong, driving herself the other way.
So how repose on that side.
Yeah.
Always. On stage, like, yeah.
Yeah. So some of her overlay is a little bit of a situational thing, or how she does her activity.
Yeah.
Which is fine. So we're doing that. So what I will do a lot of times, I'm just going to draw this out just real quick. You can see the tissue on this leg's going that direction. And this is coming down, which is, we've seen before. is I know she's got a neck thing. I'm not going to feel of it right now because what I want to do is just see if I can get a little bit of relief here to see what happens. So I'm just going to take this into the pattern, and I'm holding it down pretty good. You okay?
Yeah.
I can feel your body going, yeah, man, that right there.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to load the other side a little bit and rock, and there it goes immediately. The right ilium is starting to drift back into that pattern. You okay?
Yeah, I just don't know. It's just, I'm letting it happen, whatever it is. I don't even know what we're doing. So.
There it comes right there. Now, as I do that, see the left side is coming over, going into a normal. There's her lumbar starting to relax. And her mid-thoracic hinge, or lumbo-dorsal hinge, sorry. There it goes right there. Yeah. Ah. There it went. That was good.
Feels good.
Immediately. There went the other part. You feel how that went?
Yeah. That's weird.
So it's still wanting to go that way, and I'm just going to keep taking it. And I'm pressing on that right ilium, taking it out since it's pulled down and in. And I'm bringing this one. There we go. There we go. Now it just backed itself out of it. Oh, that's a lot better.
Oh, that feels better already.
And now what I feel is just where she's normal tight from working hard. This stuff right here. She started to sweat though. Which is not uncommon when you start unraveling.
I'm sweating?
Well, people's skin will get a little tacky. It's just a nervous system response.
Okay.
Don't worry about
Okay.
it. This feels much better now to me. She's got a little bit of this going on with normal pulled in right here slightly.
The sternum or?
Yeah.
Oh.
But not bad. She works hard. You work hard in the back to try to lift your rib cage.
I don't know.
And here's this wrap going this way we were looking at. And I'm just going to feel of her arms too while I got this going. Oh yeah, she's not excruciatingly tight in her arms for somebody that lifts as much as, I can feel work in there, but see, her arm doesn't just want to jam into her neck, so that's good.
Yeah, I was worried it would be like trap tightness or something that's why the neck, but I don't think it's that.
I think it's your ribs. So that's good because most people, people pull down on people's arms to see if there's something else that's sort of weird because they're never tight that way. They're always tight this way. She's got a little bit, but just what I would expect for somebody that does what she does. Now, I'm going to look at the other side, the arm, just so that we can... Now, I do feel this... Which side of your neck hurts worse?
This side.
Right side.
Yes.
This arm is tied into it a little bit like that. Mm-hmm. You feel that? Mm-hmm. That goes right up in there. Mm-hmm. But it's really coming from her wrist.
Okay.
So have you injured this wrist anytime?
I don't know.
Yeah,
no,
it doesn't matter.
But
so right there...
That's a lot, yeah.
I feel the wrist... It's going this way, it's stuck, turned out, and then when she brings it back in, what happens is the radius goes that way, but the ulna, it's hung right here. She's jammed in it, and it's actually hung way up here. You all right?
Yeah, I just would never know.
Sore?
That's
it's actually letting go, is it?
But I never would have known that.
I don't think that's the big part of her neck. I think that's just something that is probably a little bit of she's letting go of it as I play with it. I'm just going to go ahead and get this while I've already got it going that way. And so the bones of the hand are turned out with it, and they can't turn. There it goes right there.
Really weird. I never think about my hands or forearm or anything.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
There. Now, I feel her arm starting to drift out of her neck. Yeah, I feel it starting to come out of there. Yeah. Now, see, so now what we've really got is we got this wrist is turned in, and it's stuck right here. The radius is hung on the ulna right there.
How does that happen? Just from use?
Life. Yeah. Maybe you fell on it, or you were...
Maybe.
Who knows? Or you were doing something or whatever. You're right-handed,
yeah.
using computer. Who knows?
Well, probably from that. I even got a wrist brace from how
There
much I
we
was
go.
typing.
There we go. So it's coming out, coming out, coming out, and there it goes right there. Now the whole radius is coming over. See, you can see the tissue where it's, if I put it in even in this way, it's going this way. So we got to get that out of there. It's going like that, and if you take that whole pattern into consideration, see, it's going to turn right up into her neck. So when I pull that out of there, I feel this open up in her neck right up here. So we're going to take this over here, and I'm just going to bump that radius. I'm going to turn it in some more, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you feel how that, what's actually the ulna here, sorry. The radius is pulled over on the ulna. We're going to get it. There it goes right there.
Whatever that is feels good.
She knows the correct answers to the question.
Whatever that is over there. So educated.
She remembered all her prompts.
Right.
Here we go.
This is heavily rehearsed.
We happily rehearsed. There. Now, see? Now the wrist is going to start turning back out. You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Got sore right there. There it goes right there. Look at that. Coming out. You can do it. We got faith in you. My hand's shaky today. There we go. There's the arm. Yeah, love it. Yeah, see, now it doesn't want to just jam up.
Yeah.
Well, good. Remember when I pushed it, it just went right up.
The whole side of my body kind of moved up.
So
It's exciting.
this is sort of what I'll do, especially somebody I have never seen. You know, if it's a client I've seen before, I still will go through a process similar to this, depending on what they do for their in their life. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feel of her neck. I know somebody's going, why don't you feel of her sacrum? I'm going to, but I want to feel of her neck first because I want to decide if I need to do neck work, come do sacrum work, go back to the neck, or do a little bit on the sacrum, and then come back up here. So we're going to slide you up this way a little bit.
On my back still?
Yeah, just come on up.
Okay.
And I'll probably steal your pillow in a minute, but you get it. There you go. You want a knee pillow or you okay?
I'm okay.
All right, so here we go. So I'm just gonna feel of her head first. And actually, I'm gonna steal your pillow from you. Here you go, I'll take that, good. I'm gonna slide your little thing down a little. There you go, perfect.
Whatever you need to do.
Oh, okay. I get it right away. So right when I put my hands on her, this is what her neck wants to do. Oh, look at this. What's this?
That's this scar?
Yeah.
Oh, I had a couple of shattered my clavicle, and I have a plate and some screws in there.
Oh, it's.
But that was like years ago.
Yeah, here's the answer.
Here's
the answer.
That's so long ago.
Everybody always says that. Oh, that was years ago that I shattered both my femurs and got hit in the head by a wrecking ball.
But this just happened recently. So
that doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
This is what happened. This is how it all adds up.
Okay.
So, and they'll always forget about these things. You know.
I have forgotten about it.
I forgot that bus ran over me. Yeah. So we know now that she has a thing. That, because whenever I put my hands on her head, and I didn't even see that when I was walking around you, which is interesting, huh?
It doesn't really bother me as far as like the actual spot.
Yeah, but what happens is, you know, where are the screws? In the clavicle?
They're
on the clavicle
underneath
plate?
it, yeah.
So we've got this nice battle wound. How did you do that?
One time was a car accident, and then they rebuilt it, and then the second time I broke it after they took the hardware out. I went down a water slide, and hit it at the bottom, so I had to put more. It's actually been open probably like 4 times. So, yeah. Here we are today. 3 times.
Here we are today. And here's something else I see that wasn't so obvious when she was standing up. When she talks, she tends to let your jaw go slack. It wants to fall over here into that
Really?
pattern. She's tight right in here. It's okay. It doesn't
Wow.
mean anything. And now, so when I put my hands on her neck, the first thing I felt was how all of this was yanked way over here into this. So I'm going to take her into it. It's funny I didn't notice that. Well, that strap covers most of it. I'm putting her in her neutral, you know, where is it home? Huh, no wonder your neck hurts.
I mean, wow. I don't know.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're taking her over there. There it is, right there. That's where her neck and head want to be.
Like, it feels fine.
Yeah, right?
It
I know.
does.
Now, so what I'm going to do is take her out of it, and then what I want you to notice is where you feel it start binding up.
Okay.
We're going to go slow. Remember, I'm not going to do anything fast. Right there, I feel it jam immediately in here. And as I bring her around, it jams high up here. Mm-hmm. And as I bring her around some more, then she starts using her jaw to push it. Feel that? Right there. She gets real tight right here and tries to push tries to rotate her neck that way. Right here, she gets super tight. Now, if I push these vertebrae on this side, right here, because they're all going this way, she's side bent to the left and rotated to the left in her neck. And when I try to take her, there's her neutral. She doesn't come out of that at all. A little bit. And then when I try to side bend her on the other side, nothing.
Wow.
You feel that?
Yeah.
She does it down here in your back.
That's really weird.
You feel
and
that?
It's like here and
yeah, way low. So that's how she gets out of this. That's how she rotates her head to you can see it right here in her shirt. If I take her here, and then as soon as I start to turn her, she starts to do that in her inner ribs in the back to push her head the other direction. Okay, this is good.
I hope it's something that
good.
you're like, wow, you're messed up, girl.
Nah, this ain't that much. This is just, honestly, I mean, now you let me know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna I'm gonna put her into the pattern and I'm gonna take her into it. And I feel your low back now. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with this a little bit and then we'll probably go to the low back. You good? Mm-hmm. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna palpate. I'm palpating. I feel her clavicle, palpating, and her ribs aren't too awful bad. They feel pretty good, but what I do feel is that the scalenes and stuff right here, there's the issue, right here. They're so short from that probably multiple injuries there, and I'm gonna poke them a little bit right there. You feel it right there? You all right? Let me know if I get on a nerve.
I will.
You'll know. You'll be like, ah, help me. Adam, bust him in the head.
I'll be like, you're on your own.
She had a chauffeur bring her today, Adam. One day, maybe y'all get to see him. Then you'll be scared.
That's how I feel.
Right there. Now, what I'm doing is I'm just grabbing the front of the scalenes there, and I'm pushing them. I'm just trying to take her, there it goes immediately. They're starting to lengthen. Feel your neck come. Now, I'm not going to let her head rotate that way. I'm going to kind of get it to shift sideways because this stuff is short, so I want it to let go. Okay? Mm-hmm. There we go. There we go. Now, see how she wants to get out of this is at C6
like
right
this
here.
Part of my body is like lifting up.
Yeah, she tries to go into extension right there in her neck. You feel that?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to let that happen. I'm just going to keep these scalenes. You okay?
Yep.
Here we go, right there. They're letting go. Now they're coming up. The side bend is coming out of the vertebra on the left, and I'm not letting the side bend on the right. I'm keeping these on the right gapped open, and then I'm pushing her into it a little bit because I want them to open and then rotate out. There they go, right there. Feel it coming?
So I can feel it down kind of like my left back a little bit. Like.
Yeah, I feel the shortness all the way through your whole back. There we go. And as a side note, no, you're good. As a side note, I want you all to see something here. That side bend shows up right here in her face and in her nose. It goes off that way. Shows up right there.
Fix it. I don't want that.
Now it does. It's when I put it over here, I'm magnifying it. When you're just standing there, you're not gonna. So we're doing the same thing. I'm grabbing those scalenes and I'm pulling a little length in them. I'm also getting a little bit of that clavicle. Oh, there there we go. Here it comes. Now I feel it sticking in the back right here at her C1, C2. So I'm gonna take her back in there and I'm bringing it, I'm just slowly, there we go. Cause we got an injury here, you know, this is, oh, now what's showing up that right there? I feel the tension here at the coracoid, or the, coracoid, where this has been anchoring. She's got, you know, there might be some scar tissue there. But we know she lifts weights, so. But what I feel now is how it's getting real tight on the left, or on the right in this area. It doesn't want to bend, so we're gonna stay with it. I'm just gonna wiggle her back and forth here. There we go. Now she's starting to turn. I'm gonna get in those scalenes a little bit with my thumb and push them. There it goes. Bringing her back because I felt me push her around the restrictions. There we go. Yeah, feel it coming around.
Yes.
Now what I feel is I feel her sacrum starting to ease up a little bit. And her neck, and there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Now here it goes. It's gonna pull her all the way back over here in this restriction again, but it's gonna do it with her head turned to the right.
Oh, wow. It's actually doing it. That's crazy.
Yeah, there it goes. Now this is how she would get around this. She would side bend down here in these upper ribs
Right.
to get around being pulled way over here to the left. So she's come out of some of this side bend left, rotate left in the cervicals. And now what we got is this little odd combination of side bend right, rotate right in the first and second rib right here. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get in those. See where we marked her earlier right there? That's exactly where it is, right there. There's her first rib. So the rib, as she's going this way, see, her cervicals aren't really turning that direction. She's doing it all right there, that first and second rib.
I don't want to. Make me
We'll fix it. And so what we're going, there it is right there. So I'm poking them a little bit, and I'm getting that fascia in front of them. I'm pushing it forward because we want her to come that way. You all right? Mm-hmm. So there it goes. And this clavicle's pulled backwards too. Yeah, I'm just gonna push the clavicle with my thumb a little bit. There it goes right there, and there goes her neck. Now she's gonna go back the other way. This is real common. When somebody comes out of a pattern, they'll go one way, then they'll go back the other way, then they'll go back the other way, and each time it gets a little different. Yeah, there we go. Now see, now she's going here. That's probably more the original thing. You all right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna turn her into it. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, I pulled your hair.
No, you're okay.
Now I feel this clavicle being more involved. So I'm just gonna, right here, this is really still pulling her down into that side bend. Now I do have her side bend going into a right side bend, left rotation, kind of forcing it into that in the upper two ribs on the other side and the thoracic. But as I do it, the reason I'm doing that is because I want this to come the other direction. So I'm using the biomechanics to give me a relative, place of, see, all these are going this way. So we want them to go, sorry about that. We want them to go back this way. There's her midline right there. So we want to get this over here. Even though there's her sternum, her body thinks that's her midline.
Wow.
So we got this long, and then we got this real shorter from here to here than it is from here to here. You know, you see these things on people, surgeries, and it's amazing she still lifts and stuff. A lot of people would, and then she's injured it twice, so she must have nerves of steel, because most people quit after the first clavicle break.
I'm really stubborn.
Apparently.
Yes. Ask Adam. So.
Here we go. So I'm just turning here. I'm grabbing these ribs. I'm getting under. There's the first, there's kind of the second rib. And there we go. So I'm going to push these and pull these, and there they go right there. Now the whole thing's going. We're taking her back into this pattern again. Here she comes over here. Feel that?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm grabbing the SPs on the left from the right, and I'm pushing with my fingers on the other back into those scalenes and that neck fascia right there, and I'm pulling it backwards. There it goes, right there. Because we want her to go that way. There you go. Hey, look at that. Now, all of a sudden, something showed up. There's the clavicle where it's kind of not allowing her to go forward. Feel that? You feel how you do that in your back?
Yeah.
She arches her back, arch your back a little bit when I know that's how she gets that clavicle to move. So what we're going to do, we're going to play a little game here called see if we can free this up. You go ahead and do that move, kind of go that way. Yeah, now just let off and then try to, there it goes. Try to just gently shrug your shoulder. Just, yeah, not even that much, less than that. And I'm holding the clavicle, and I got some pressure on it, but I don't have a tremendous amount of pressure. And there. Now she's starting to turn. There it goes, right there. She's gonna go the other way. Okay, you good?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna stay with this clavicle a little bit because I still feel it. I'm gonna hold it and you slightly shrug. There you go, right there. Feel it coming out?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there goes the coracoid and all of it. And that's taking her right back over there into the pattern. But now what I feel is more of the problem is up here on the, feel that right there, how it's pulling you? So we're gonna come up here and get a little bit of this. Okay. What I want everybody to get is that this is what happens. They wrap themselves up and they may go from inside to out, outside to in. And I'm gonna use two hands on this one because I'm gonna grab that. Okay, you okay? Now there's her coracoid and all this is piled up on it right here. This is real short right here. So her clavicle, there's her clavicle right here. And there's her coracoid right there. Now, I don't know, they might have something tethered there, who knows, but I'm not gonna try to force anything, but I'm gonna take it in. I've got my finger on the coracoid, and I'm just gonna hold it and just shrug your shoulder a little. That's perfect, and there it goes. So what I'm doing is just providing a counter. Her body just doesn't know what to do with it. So me loading down on it, there it goes, right there. Now see, here comes her head out of it. You all right? I'm gonna hold it, and yeah, see, she's been using this as an anchor. She's been side bending her head over in there and using it. Man, that going in your low back big time.
I've had issues with that too, periodically, lower back.
The story gets more involved as we go.
Not lately, but
that's because your neck's been hurting.
Yeah, too much pain up there to notice anything else.
Right. There we go. So all I'm doing is I'm pushing the coracoid and I'm pushing the clavicle, and she's just slightly, I mean just barely activating. There it goes. There it goes. There we go. Now there goes that clavicle. Look at that. Now it's coming around. I didn't do that. She already had that Band-Aid when she came in here.
Bill beat me up.
She got in a knife and gun fight, and somebody had a knife and got her a little bit. There we go. There we go. Look at this. Now see, we're getting into some interesting rib stuff.
Wow.
She's had some injuries, so we know. Now, you okay?
Yeah, I'm great. I promise. I'll say something if it's horrible.
I'm just used to asking that like 900 times.
That's good.
So she's really using her back hard here to do this. And this is really short right here. This pec, some of this stuff where she's been working. And these ribs are tied into this right here. So let's see if we can't get some of this out of here. Now, I'm holding her up. Don't necessarily have to do that, but I'm going to enlist her strength and her, you know, I know she's pretty aware of how to do things, move and pose, so she's going to have some kind of knowledge and be able to feel things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you into that right there. You okay? Wow, there goes that shoulder. Well, okay, I like as the further I took her into it, it came into this clavicle some more. So what I want you to do, I'm gonna use her body as my tool. Look at that, she got her legs ready for it.
I'm ready.
Take your legs to the right, real slow and easy. No. Just like that.
Okay.
You're just making a little.
Oh, like tiny bit. All right.
Right there, you feel it?
Yeah.
So now you come back. And when she comes back, I'm going to bury her that. There it goes, right there. Go to the right. You know, so this is sort of a long lever technique, I guess is what they're called. Oh, there it goes, right there. Boy, that is really stuck right there. Right there, the edge of the clavicle and the acromion.
Totally.
Feel that? Her scapula is pulled way up here, too. There it goes. Take this arm. Let's make my life easy. There we go.
Okay.
There. Now, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Yeah, and let it rest like that. Now, pull it across your body. Right there. Ah, girl, come back.
Oh.
You want it to go right here. That, right there.
Okay.
That's it, right there. Now, take your legs to the right. Right there. You feel it going?
Yes.
There we go. Now, see? There's her neck opening up too. Now the ribs are dropping back away from it. There they go, right there. You okay? Pull it over there again. Your arm, that's perfect. And now take your legs to the left. Yeah, there we go. And then it's stuck right here. Right there. Yeah, pull your arm a little for me. There you go, and let off. Pull it again. When you let off, you don't have to let completely go.
Okay.
You can just let the tension off of it. I'm trying to do that. Okay. There we go. Yeah, pull it. Bend your elbow to 90 degrees. Now pull it straight across. That, right there. There, see, that gets the clavicle more involved. You feel it going? There we go. Now the clavicle's going to roll up. That's what she doesn't do, right there.
That's what she doesn't do.
I mean, that's what her body. Now that's where it's stuck back here again. So it's coming up. It's coming up. Your legs can go to neutral or down. I'm just going to play with it a little bit. We're going to see if it's going to move. Right here, it sticks. It doesn't want to go that way. You feel that, Lauren? So I'm going to use her arm as a lever. I'm going to push it right there. Look, there it goes right there. That. Click. What's funny is that when I felt this arm, it felt pretty good. It wasn't pulled up. So this is a good example of how something can be not affecting, you would think that this would really pull that arm into it, but it had her neck pulled down into it rather than her arm pulled up into it, which...
Let me just say, I can't believe my neck is laying this way right now after what I've been dealing with the last week.
No.
And some,
let's assess
crazy.
this again. Oh, hey, we got some motion in there now. Now what I feel is that she doesn't want to go that way. Feel that?
Yes,
this side.
Yeah.
So we got this back and forth, and when I take her over here now, I don't feel it. I can turn her, and I can turn her out of it. See, we can take her in, and when I take her out, this comes with her. Her neck goes. But when I try to side bend her on the right to do type neck cervical rotation, C7 does not want to go right there.
That feels really hard.
Yeah, it's stuck. So we're gonna just kind of use her body again to, so take your legs to the left for me. There it goes right there. So I'm using her, there we go. Some people I might do this with, some people I might not. Some people it's not worth fighting with them. She's got good strength. If people don't have good adductor strength, she's strong. They got bad adductor strength, their legs will be like this, and they'll be like shaking.
Oh yeah, I did this morning. They're ready to go.
And so it's not worth trying to wrestle them. So all I'm doing is I'm side bending her on the right and trying to see which cervicals don't rotate right. And right now, the most nastiest one is C2, C3, right there. So I'm pushing her, she's stuck in it. I'm just right here.
That's exactly where it's been hurting too.
I'm pushing in on it, and all I'm trying to do is close the gap on there it goes, right there. Now see, as it closes, she turns, and I feel the left side is opening up. Is this going along with for the ride? I'm gonna take her back out of it, push her in there again. There they go. Now I feel the base of her head starting to open. Yeah, and there. Now she's gonna go into extension in her neck. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah, see, you're not trying to do it in your back now. You feel that?
That's such a difference.
Yeah, here we go, man. That's good. Yay! Now she wants to turn back to the left whenever I tried to push her into a side bend on the right. She wants to go back into that left side bend, but that's okay because it's just what it's doing. And then I'm going to take her out of that side bend on the left. Now she'll side bend on the right and rotate. And I feel a little bit of sticky up here at C1, right up in here along the base of her skull, C2. And I'm just gonna bump, and there it goes right there. Look at that. Ah, there you go. Now what I feel is her occiput sliding back, and she's going, all of her cervicals are going into this right side bend except one. Except these C right here, C7, T1. T1, it's really the first rib is what's stopping it. So I'm gonna back her out of it. Right there, it's stuck. It does not want to go anywhere. When I push it, feel that? Is that sore?
It's tenderish.
Yeah. And when I try to take her, push her up on it, it doesn't want to. But when I push down on it, it goes right into it. So what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna pull them and see if they'll go that way. Yeah, down here, if I grab her ribs and I tug them, they all go. Man. If I pull them, they all go that way. Right here, they don't move. They move all the way, but they're jammed right in here. So we can do this. I suspect, yeah, she was doing a lot of this over here to get around that. So we're gonna use her again to get around this since she's strong. We're gonna take her arm, gonna put it right here. We'll let her grab it with the other. Yep, there you go. And since I want these ribs, these upper two ribs, to go that direction, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna side bend her a little bit. See, when I side bend her, they don't want to go. They want to do a type 2. They want to side bend right and rotate right. And that's why she side bends left. So I'm going to side bend her. I'm going to turn her a little bit. And I'm going to side bend her in her thoracics. Now what I want her to do is just pull her arm a little. Yeah, that ain't getting it. So we're going to change our strategy.
Okay.
You're going to reach down with your elbow like that. You don't have to hold it. You can just reach down with it.
Okay.
Right there, yeah, just towards your hip with your elbow, but not across, just straight. Right there.
Oh, okay, I got
See,
it.
so that side bends her ribs, and there she goes right there. And then again, and as you pull down on it, think about rotating your silverback crew to the left. There she goes right there.
I understand.
Yes, there go the ribs are going. And there it comes out right there. Got it. Yeah, rest. You let go.
Oh.
There you go.
Thanks.
Well, look at that. I didn't do this to begin with, but I felt it when she was landing. This is much more back, and she's not pulled up here nearly as much.
It's weird how when you press in the front, I can feel it in the back. Like, I don't know how everything's connected like you do, but...
Feel it in, you just feel the movement, or is it
just,
sore?
No, just I can tell, like, it's all...
Yeah.
The ribs.
You didn't move so well.
No.
Because you were stuck, and this is what happens. The good thing is that you're not rusted completely in place.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, there it goes. Now, I should be talking. There we go. We're just checking the side bend. Now this one doesn't want to go to, there it goes right there. We got side bend left, rotate left. Side bend right, rotate right. Side bend left. See, the thing was, these scalenes were what were putting her in that way over here's pattern. So they were pulling these vertebrae down, which made it pseudo-simulate a left side bend. Because now when I left side bend her neck, it will bend, but it doesn't want to bend really, there it goes right there. Now they're going to go. Look at that. And see, now she's turning, not being sucked down into her thoracic inlet or outlet, however you want to call it, or behind the clap. There it goes right there. Feel it go? You see, now your neck is actually moving independently of your rib cage.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
Now, here's your zygomat on the left. That's part of that jaw thing. Feel that come? No. So this just started spontaneously coming coming out of that movement. There it goes, right there. Now she wants to go back the other direction. And that's probably how she corrects herself way high to get out of that. That would be my guess. So we're just gonna back and forth, you know, out of this pattern. And there it goes back the other way. And now I feel her occiput starting to widen out. And I feel some cranial rhythm coming there, but now I bet she'll go into extension, yeah. Yeah, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to pick your head up just a little bit. Yeah, now we're gonna see if she'll go into, ooh, look at that.
Look at the trick I can do.
Look at that. No, yeah, she's not a one-trick pony. Look at that. She can do a couple tricks here. We're gonna get that zygomat. You must have hit, did you hit your face when you broke that clavicle?
Probably. I had a concussion.
Yeah. So this is really driven down.
Yeah. I never knew that.
Well, you wouldn't. You can see, I'm not gonna mark on your face, but you can see it's not so much now, but it's kind of, it got pulled down into that and it flattens it out right here and it pushed it backwards. Whereas this side is more up. See?
You can feel the difference where your fingers are. Yeah.
So there's the, right there. So we're just gonna pull it up for her because we're nice. And we don't want her to be walking around looking with one zygomat funny. Maybe she can pose and turn her head the other way.
I should probably try the other side.
But there it goes, it's coming right up. You feel your whole, now see, now I feel the edge of the temporal bone, the jaw, all of it shifting that way. So when you deal with neck issues, especially, you know, people are not gonna tell you everything and then, oh man, feel your jaw dropping out of that?
Yeah.
So I feel the back of her jaw going like this, coming out of that. And you're gonna run into all kinds of little quirky things as this stuff happens. To open, there you go. Now she'll turn that way all the way on the top. Get a little bit more of that. So I'm side bending her on the right, rotating her to the right. I want to take her out of it, bring her to neutral. We'll side bend her on the left. She rotates to the left, but this zygomat gets pulled into it a little bit, so in jaw. So I'm gonna bring her out, and then I'm gonna take her back in, and I'm not gonna let the jaw go as far into. I'm getting behind it here, and I'm using her. There it goes, right there. Now there's the right zygomat dropping down. Look at that. Now these upper two cervicals, or the higher cervicals, 2 and 3 there, are starting to side bend to the left and rotate to the left without that zygomat getting pushed down. Hey, look at that. There she goes, there she goes, there she goes. Look at that.
Wild.
Oh, man. Yeah, and now when I translate her, for all those of you like translators out there, when I just push side to side on the vertebrae, each one, I can feel them side bend and rotate, side bend and rotate, side bend and rotate. It's not too bad. So at this point, what I'm gonna do, that made a big difference there, is I'm just gonna let her walk around, see where she is, see what's still going on, see what we need to clean up. Okay, you good with that?
Yeah, how do I know?
How do you know?
How do I know what needs to be?
Oh, well, you might not. But we're just gonna. But I mean, obviously, you got up easier, right?
Yeah.
We should have had you lay down and get up
Will you do it
before we
again?
started.
Oh.
No, I mean, do your neck.
Oh wow.
You said you were having problems even.
Yes, I had to like roll.
Yeah, and that's real common when people have this bilateral, locked up neck thing going on.
Neck definitely feels better. I can say that.
Got it. You know, it looks better to me. Her arms are moving more. She's not listening to one side. I mean, she's definitely got the overlay of working out, you know, being an athlete in her pelvis and all that. But it's not, she just looks more ease to me.
Mm-hmm. Not as tight feeling.
Yeah. So move your head around a little bit and just feel, you know.
I don't think you understand. I could not do that at all this morning. Like, it was very, very bad. I was almost in tears.
My artwork getting
Look at this.
good.
This is crazy. I can actually look around.
And the other thing, see, she's not nearly as short this way. She's a little longer here. That's okay. But this stuff is going that direction whenever you know, you can see it. And she's not, this isn't. amazed at how well you get around that clavicle. I mean, how well you use it. Now, so here's what I'm going to do to help clean her up a little bit. Let's turn you and face you toward the other way.
Okay.
Perfect. What I feel is that this is a lot of how she gets around this neck problem, where she has this clavicle issue. When anytime somebody's had an impact trauma and surgeries, rules are out the window, pretty much. Now see, she's working hard trying to find support. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put her face down, and we're going to see about getting the back of her ribs right in here working a little better, and get some of this sacrum stuff working a little better. Because I'm going to lift your shirt here a little bit. Well, you get those high pants on.
Can you take them down?
Just a little bit. I just want to see your iliums. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, you see, she's working really hard right here at the tops. Right here and right here. See this tissue, she's pulling up real hard here. I'm gonna do something. Tilt your pelvis backwards. Just let it, none of the other backwards. Yeah, go that way. Keep going, keep going. Right there. Okay, that unloads this. That feels weird to her though, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now try to straighten your knee. Oh, but
Straighten my knees, okay.
just a little, but don't let your sacrum go
Okay.
up. Can't do it.
No, I don't know.
No, hold on, don't go anywhere.
Okay.
She's just tied in here a little bit, but that's okay. We're fixing her neck. So I just wanted to see what happened here. And this opens up pretty good. So what that tells me is that this is a result of something else. And what it feels like, if I really, here, pull your shirt up in the front. There you go, thank you. This right here is what gets my attention. This little bunch of stuff right there. So I think what's happening is that this is pushed up, and then to correct some other things, she tightens here and pulls it all up into here to get around so she can get her legs under her. Yeah, see, she can't, that's how she gets her legs under her. As soon as she pushes her legs back, yeah, see, feel that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
You're good, you're good,
Okay.
you're good. So let's take one more walk
Okay.
so we can see that in action. Yeah, she gets her legs straight by pushing that up, which is, now she's already changed it quite a bit just because we've talked about
I
it.
know.
Don't worry about it. This is how we do it. Everybody,
Okay,
we all got, I mean, really, you don't have that. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, let's talk to that sacrum and get that part out of there. Now, obviously, if I were just trying to put a fire out here, I might do this, I might not. I might have, I'd have been considerably a little bit faster in my assessment. But what I want you to get is that sometimes the piece, so we don't blow somebody up, that you need to get, I could send her out, and there's a 50-50 shot that might not be an issue in a week, because she's in good shape and she's not, things like that. But it could also be the case that she would go home and start trying to get around this again, and since this already has a penchant for wanting to be lock it up again. So in my world, I'm just going to go ahead and take 2 or 3 or 5 minutes and do that so that this can have relief. Because what I want everybody to look at here is that we're looking at her. We've got some neck going. She's happy with it, and I can jiggle her. She jiggles. Feel that? But when I jiggle you side to side, it doesn't move right there where we marked you up. You feel that? Feel that?
Yeah. It's so much better.
We're going to lay you face down here just for a minute.
Okay, this way?
Let your feet hang off.
Okay.
Yeah, not the other way.
Yeah.
Let your feet hang off. Slide on down this way. Come on, you can do it. There you go, right there. Perfect. Look at that. You okay like that? Sometimes and we can see there's where it's shoved up in it. Have you ever fallen on this, like jammed your sacrum?
No.
Yeah. But you've been on a water slide, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
The dang water slide.
I was on a water slide, broke my clavicle, and had 19 surgeries, but no, I didn't hurt myself. It's always funny to me how that works.
It was a music festival too, so
Oh,
I wasn't really worried.
So
I was having a good time.
Yes, I'm sure. Now, when I rotate her like this, I feel it. Now, I know somebody's going, he's laying her face down in her. She just worked on her neck. Well,
Or so I could do it straight?
no.
Okay.
I'm testing my work. Now, we're going to get this. She's jammed. This is jammed right here. And I can, see, it wants to go that way. Feel your neck.
Uh-huh.
So we're just going to come in here and get a little bit of this. Okay.
Glutes are always
So
a thing.
this is shoved up on this side. Now, see, if I try to take her down, it doesn't want to go down. I mean, I can feel the edge of the sacrum jammed up in there.
Oh, good.
So I'm going to pull it. Actually, I'm going to just pull it down a little bit. Right there it is.
Ooh.
This is going like that. Palpate her tailbone real quick. Oh, her tailbone's pulled up right there too. Let's get that. Yeah, feel it immediately start to drop. So
Wow.
that I'm pushing the top edge of her. There's her tailbone right there. And it's going over here like that. It's pushed up into, so I'm gonna grab it and push it down. You all right?
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that. It's coming right out.
I feel all of this probably has something to do with the fact that, I mean, I have issues with my right glute activation and the left hamstring and then the left lat and then
Oh
so
yeah, well
it's
the
just like,
crisscrossing pattern, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, because you're gonna be tonic on one thing, and what a lot of times people think they're not activating something, it's so tight they can't activate
right.
it. So your
Yeah.
right glute is the right. You said
Yes.
your right glute.
Yes.
Fire your right glute. You're firing it.
I mean, it works, but it's not like as much as the left one.
Do the left one. Do the right one. Oh, it doesn't fire up here as
Right,
much.
the top part.
And part of that is because it's dragged over here like this,
Yeah.
and your side bent here, so this one's in a
Right.
chronic state of contraction. So if we get
Oh.
length here, you'll be able to fire, because what's happening
Yeah.
is this is going weak to get you to go that way.
Yeah, it's definitely like a weaker side, like the top part of it. I can't really.
So I'm just going to get along the edge of this sacrum on the, whatever side I'm on, left. Sorry, I couldn't remember. And we're going to just, yeah, here it goes. We're going to pry it down a little bit, and there it goes. Feel it going?
Yeah.
And I'm right on the edge. There's her tailbone. I'm above it, right on the where the sacrum does that, and or the ilium does that on the sacrum. And I'm just gonna poke it a little bit, and I'm tractioning down on it. Yeah, there we go. So it kind of feels like as this opens up, she's got a little bit of a posteriority here that she's overriding. Yeah, there it goes. By pulling her lumbars short, her sacrum up. Yeah, see, as this opens up, this ilium is starting to turn. Yeah, there we go. So try to fire those glutes on the right up high. Just think, no. Just think about them.
Okay.
Right up there where they don't fire. There you go, right there. Feel it go.
Yeah.
You okay?
Uh-huh.
There you go. There you go. There you go. See, you're starting to turn back this way. Now, obviously, with her, I mean, laying on her stomach. If somebody else, I might not do that with their neck, but I don't find it to be an issue with her at the moment. To be like, I'm not scared that I'm going to create a problem. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, here it is. Now, reach down with your left leg a little. So what I'm doing is I'm just, not quite that hard, just a little. I'm just trying to get some motion. I'm pinning that edge of that sacrum.
It's
And
definitely.
I'm trying to get some space between. There we go. This there. Feel it come around. Now I feel it going into her neck. And there we go. Yeah, that right there. Now you try to take that way, but very easily. Nope, too hard, way too hard.
Oh, wow, okay.
From right here. You want this, there it goes. See, I want her sacrum to go to the right. It's pulled way over here to the left, her tailbone. There you go, yeah. Feel you taking it that way now? So we're here. This is pulled over. There's her tailbone. Right here, there's no space. Got a lot of space. No space. So I'm pushing that. I'm holding
that's exactly
this.
the way to describe it.
And then I'm having her turn just barely so that she activates this stuff to pull it over there. Yeah. Feel it going now? Yeah. There you go. There you go. You rocking it out, girl.
Ugh.
Sorry, I rolled across her tailbone just a little bit.
It's okay.
There you go. Yeah. Feel this glute on the left letting down now? Yeah, there you go. You're working a little too hard.
Oh, wait.
I know you're used to working hard.
I feel like I'm barely moving.
Yeah, I know, but that's what we want. We want
That's
you to
good.
initiate it different. There we go. I suspect she's had a tailbone injury of some kind.
Really?
In her. Well, you know, you start going to do water slides, you get slammed on the ground, break your clavicle, and car wrecks. You know, you had a car wreck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff.
I didn't know.
That's the thing. It shows up. It can show up 10, 20 years later.
Wow.
You know, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, right then you're kind of like, you get over it. You think you're over it. There we go. There we go, folks. Right there. Now it's all going that way. You feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Keep working it. Now try to go the other way with the other. Just wag your tail. There you go. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing her sacrum to the right, and she's pulling the left side off of it. Remember how the neck back and forth, back and forth. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. It did something I didn't expect. It dropped.
Good.
No, that's what we wanted to do. Hey, look at that, man.
Wow.
So she's not nearly as pulled up. There's still a little bit there, but we're not. You know, everybody's going to have some of that. Let's just get that little piece, a little bit more right there. That glute works hard.
You do. You sure do.
And you shift to the right when you're doing your poses, correct? Is that the hip you...
I pose on this side.
Okay.
I literally pop it out to the
Okay.
left.
So we're going to pop it out to the right.
Yeah.
I'm
And the
leaning
right
on
the right one doesn't know how to pop out
Pop
anymore.
it out. There you go. Pop it out again. Now it's going. There we go. So I'm just having her do that move, popping it out. What I'm doing is I'm just freeing that glute and the deep rotator. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah. And I'm pulling that ilium around at the same time. I know it's a little hard to see with these shorts, but it's okay. I mean, these dark shorts. But so there you go. Pop it out there. Come on, pop that hip out there. There you go. Do it again. Now she's shifting. She's lost the ability to shift to the right.
Correct.
So we're helping her out by getting her there. Now see, I feel that turning way up in here. She's starting to turn way high. Keep going. You can even be a little more aggressive if you want. There you go. Again. There you go. Yeah. So when I let off, you let off, and then when I load it, you shift. There you go. Now let off. Hang on. You're stronger than me.
No. I doubt that.
You're stronger than me. There we go. Now I'm pushing her that way. Now shift it. Let off. Try not to use your quad.
Okay.
There you go. Try to push your hip out. That's it. That's it. Reach your leg down to do it. There you go. Feel it go now? Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
There it goes. Got it. There you go. Oh, I like that much better. We can turn her both directions, and when we bring her this way, she doesn't just go.
Right.
And when I take her that way, there's a little more there, but it's good. Now that's going to help this. Should help this. I'm just going to check it. So what I feel are her ribs are a little pulled around right here. They're coming this way. But that corrected a lot of it, getting that. So I'm just going to hold them and get her to wiggle her pelvis side to side a little bit. Push her hips out a little. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. There they go, right there. Look at that. I see. I can move her, and she turns way up here, and that's what we want. See, that's where rotation actually starts, way high up here. She's not trying to get around it at her hip joint, and her lumbars are floating with me. You okay?
Yeah.
Go for a walk again.
Okay.
We'll make sure your neck's good, and we'll check it one last time, and then you'll be good to go.
Thank you so much. Wow. I definitely feel like I'm walking different. A little bit. Like more straight up.
Yeah, you got some length. I like that. You know, now, go ahead, keep going.
Okay.
You know, obviously, she's got that
Definitely better.
overlay of I work out and things like this, but what I see now is how we were talking about the adductors. You can see a little more of that tension and how she was getting around things by using her adductors with her tight. You can see it right here, real high, where they're pulling you like that. getting around the back. When I had you tilt back, you know, you couldn't rotate your legs back in. She does it at the bottom of your lower legs.
I mean, I feel like I'm just standing up high, like more straight.
Looks more organized. So, how's your neck feeling?
Good.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly just lay her down here on her back, check it real quick, just to make sure I didn't mess anything up.
You did not. You definitely did not mess it.
Just to make sure that nothing shifted around.
I'm excited to see what goes on with the glutes and stuff. I'm sure just from that little bit might help a lot.
See what goes on with the what?
My glutes.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna make a difference. Yeah, and when I put my hands on here right off, I don't feel anything going, pulling her around. I feel a cranial rhythm. I got my hands under here now. I can extend her head. I feel that. She still works in her mid back a little, or LDH a little bit there to get around. So just let me. So when I take her now, she didn't that time. So now her head. When I mention it, see, she's so used to doing her head up by pushing her back forward. Yeah. But now she's letting go of it. And I'm going to side bend and rotate.
Trying to relax it.
You're doing a good job. And I'm going to go the other way. See, there it is. It's working good. It's working good. It's working good. We'll check her rotation. Look at that. We're going to check down. Look at that. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7.
Wow.
The only place I feel sticky is right here. Right here at these clavicles, which kind of makes sense because this wasn't broken. So when I move her, there's just a little bit right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab them and I've got her like this. I'm not trying to choke her. Putting some pressure. And what I want to do is I want her to side bend your right ear towards your right shoulder. Real easy. Right there. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That doesn't want to move that direction, so I'm gonna push it. Come out of it a little bit, then go right back, and just easy. There we go. Look at that. So I'm working for the thoracics here. I didn't want her now go left. Yeah, that one doesn't like it that much.
Ear to shoulder, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just, you're gonna rotate a little bit. There it goes, right there. I'm gonna take, see, she doesn't like, that one doesn't like to go that way. So I'm gonna take her over there, and it's this left clavicle. There it goes, right there. Feel it go?
Yeah. I feel it.
So, you know, and there you go, right there. Look at that. That's awesome, man. That's, the right side's coming out of it. There you go. Now she's gonna do extension without going in her lumbothoraco junction. There you go, right there. Look at that. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice, man. And in her case, I might just do this little ethmoid lift. Let me just check something. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a little ethmoid lift on her just because.
What does that do?
It's pulled you. It feels really good.
Okay.
You're gonna like it, and we're gonna feel that coming right up out of there.
Oh no.
Just because I see this strain pattern in here, and I just want to get a little bit of it going our direction. So I'm just lifting her frontal bone and putting a little space. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Feel that coming around out of that. That's nice. There you go. Got you right there. Not to expect anything great, miraculous out of that, but I wanted to tie that in with her head. Okay. We'll let you walk that. Okay. Let me let you down. Sit up. Just sit up. I was going to tell you earlier, take your time getting up, but you just...
Everything you tell me to do, I'm like, to the left, to the right.
Well, that's how we all generally try to move. Yeah, I like that. How's that feel to you?
Better? Definitely a lot better. That is like crunched down, or like, I don't know, I can't explain it.
Well, when you walked in, you had that. That, I'm in pain, help me out, look, eyes big and everything. So, okay, yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was
I really feel so much better.
Yeah, good. That's what we like.
I'm gonna hug you now because that was how much it helped me, seriously.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This morning and the last few mornings have just been, I mean, horrible, like horrible. So, thank you so much.
Yeah, pain sucks. You're welcome.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Or not bye-bye.